Hey everybody, this is Vril. Welcome back to the Long Dark. So we found this wolf here, and we need to build a fire because we're freezing to death. So I'm going to go ahead and build a fire out here, and then we're going to harvest this wolf. I think we will, again, we're going to use a stick and use the cardboard matches, and hope we do this. At the end of the last episode, we tried to build a fire, and we failed, and it was at the end of the episode, so we finished up there. So let's try to actually do this. Then we'll be able to harvest about 5 kilos of meat off this wolf. There's a deer over there, it looks like, too. Of course, we're not doing anything with him. Looks like we're going to be successful. We'll have to throw on a couple logs here. Cedar firewood. Let's see, how long do these add? Not much. Okay, well, we are starving as well, so let's go ahead and you can eat the raw meat, but it would not be safe. We'll go ahead and drink some grape soda. Probably eat a couple cat stalks as well. That'll give us probably the energy we need to harvest this wolf. I might just... How much time? 3 hours of daylight left. I'm gonna throw another log on here, and we might be able to just go ahead and cook this meat out here. Maybe throw 2 logs on there, even. Alright, well, let's see how long it tells us this is going to take. Let's see, about 2 hours of fire. It's gonna take 2.5 hours to harvest this guy. So let's go ahead, add some more fuel on this thing. Too bad we don't have a little bit more. I do know a place that would have some more over there, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so we've got 5 kilos, a hide, and some guts. And this is the best tool we have for this. So let's go ahead and do it.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Yeah, it is getting dark out here. There's... okay, that is... yeah, that's a deer. How much time do we have on this fire? Let's go ahead. I think we need to cook this first. At least be able to... I know I have more wood back at the house, back at the camp, what was it, camp office? But don't have time to do anything about that. At least we're gonna eat. Okay. Yeah, it's too bad that we can't do any more, so nothing to harvest. I would be thinking that the ice that we just built that fire on might not be the safest thing to be standing on, but I think that will probably be okay. I don't think they... I think they do simulate breaks in the ice, but they might have toned it down a little bit. I do think at some point there was, though. Or they might have removed it completely. I remember reading on some forum, I don't know whether it was Reddit or the official Hinterland forums or maybe on Steam, some guy was complaining about how he was on his like 50th day and he was walking along and he heard a sound that the ice was cracking, and you know, because it's Iron Man mode, he was done. So I think that was back when I think the highest achievement at one point was 50 days. I do think that the achievements go all the way up to 200 at this point, 200 days surviving. But it's probably a little bit easier nowadays to do all that because you can actually craft. Back when, a year ago, there was no crafting of like these deer skin boots or anything like that, so. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's easier than it used to be. It's certainly difficult. Alright, so we are back home here. I think we're gonna need to throw our wolf meat on the floor, as we are maxed out on our weight. And in the morning we're probably gonna cook it. I really cannot see. I'm guessing. I think I know where I am. So We were actually very, very tired. That's because that's why the amount of things, our maximum weight is very low here. So we'll go ahead and sleep. Rather be able to cook a little bit. We've got 500 calories. How many is going to get us through the night? We're going to be... Let me drink before I sleep. And let's go eat a couple of these cat stalks. That should get us through the sleeping here. 10 hours of darkness. Let's go 8 hours and then we'll sleep another 2. We'll see how we are when we wake up. We've got a lot of food though, luckily. Okay, so we are thirsty again. Probably eat one more cat stalk as well. That'll allow us to sleep until it's daylight, and then we're going to start doing a little bit of cooking, I think. Let's make sure that we've got enough fire logs. I think we do, though. Don't need 5 hours. I'll do 2. Still a little dark in here. Let's sleep 1 more hour. If I can find the bed. I cannot find the bed. Okay, it should be right. Where am I? I apologize, it's very dark. I'm like completely lost in this house at this point. Okay. There we are. I apologize. That was a little bit tough when it's dark in here. And I somehow moved and I didn't have the bed as the target. Got a little switched around. Okay. So we are pretty hungry. Let's see about our wood. Yeah, we've got plenty of wood. Plenty of wood. And these were about cured. Actually, let me go ahead, probably make another pile on the floor for our other things that we're gonna have to cure here. So the crow feather, we've got more guts, that's what it is. And wolf pelts. Alright. Let me go downstairs and pick up, we have some reclaimed wood down here. We'll use that for our fire too. This was there was a chair here, and we broke it down. Let me just pick up this cloth as well. Rather than having resources thrown around this house. And we'll go ahead and build a fire. I'm gonna be cooking a lot here. So we will use a stick to start the fire, that's what we've been doing. And then once we build the fire, we will throw on some of that reclaimed wood and we'll start cooking. I think some of that wolf meat was down to like 60% quality, but I think when you cook it, it restores it back up to 90%, and unfortunately we failed with that fire. So we'll try this again. Fortunately, every time we actually are successful building a fire, our skill in building a fire should go up. Now, I don't know, that might stop happening once we get to, you know, say like 90 skill. Maybe it gets a little bit slower progression. I would think it would. But it seems, at least at the level that we are right now, that we failed again. I'd like to see it give you some skill if you fail. Unfortunately, you should be able to eat those cattails if you fail still. I don't know if you can, because I would think they'd taste even better when you've cooked it slightly. You give it some. It's probably better taste. Really dry though. I think we are successful this time. Yes, we were. Throw on some reclaimed wood. we're going to be having a very long fire here. I wish I told you how long you were expecting to get from... Because we did the fir wood here. That one's like an hour and a half, I think. I wasn't quite paying attention if that was 3 hours or... Yeah, I think it was an hour and a half. Okay, so let's pick up all this meat, and if we actually successfully cook all this, I think we will, we'll go ahead and probably boil some water when we're done with it. So yeah, like I said, 61% on that. I'll probably eat this one right when we're done here because I was low. I had some hunger. Unfortunately, our work boots are almost done. That's worrying. Very worrying. That's probably what happened with that whole wolf attack back there was... Let's see, we want to eat... So yeah, it took it up to 100%. Got about 7 kilos of wolf meat to cook here. Let's sit back and do a little bit of cooking. What I would really like to do, and I've been saying for a few episodes now, is to head on over to the one of those fishing huts and do a little bit of fishing. The fish that you get from doing that really varies. You can get some fish that are really massive, but at the same time you can get ones that are really small and only going to give you 300 calories. But yeah, you can get some fish that'll give you 1,500 calories, so that would be, you know, it's an RNG, random number thing, but you can be successful and it works out. It's good. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have plenty of time to boil some more water when we're done with this. As a matter of fact, I think we need a drink right now. And I'll go ahead and eat as well. I'll probably put these meat in the cupboard over here when we're done. It should last. I mean, it is cold in here, so it should last. Okay. Got some herbal tea. We can warm this up. It seems like a complicated thing to do if you were injured, to build a fire just for a cup of tea. Okay, so we'll do like 3.5 liters of snow, and then we'll boil it. Let's see, that should give us... Nah, I don't know if it's going to give us enough time to boil it. We might be able to boil 1 liter in that time. Yeah, just 1 liter. Okay. That's not bad, though. Let's just go throw some of this on the ground. Throw these on the ground, and I'll try to put this in the cupboard here. I'll probably take one with us, though. We really need to find some boots. Or, possibly craft some boots. So, okay, this one was a smaller one. So here, we've got 7 of these things. That's, how many calories is that? It's probably slightly over 1,000, so that's good. Do think that we might as well just go ahead and eat this. And then we'll drink. And I think we're going to head outside, and I'll try to head over and do some fishing. That wolf that was always in our way for fishing should no longer be there, because we just ate him. We'll see how the weather is out here. Looks clear. It's a little cold. Our boots are not good. I hope that running, I think it might have, but we ran across this lake and we were really packed down our weight the amount we were carrying was quite high, so it might have degraded our boots quite a bit. I don't know if it was from the wolf attack or that. Could have been either. So we got 7 hours of daylight left. It's pretty nice weather here. You can actually see the sun. Yeah, we should have some things about finishing up curing. And I'll have to look at what we should probably craft. Like I said, we need boots, but we don't have the deer hide to do it. We need to find is another dead deer. Looks like there might be a wolf over there too. I thought I saw a deer. Yeah, I think there's a deer over here. Now, if that wolf could go after the deer, I do have a flare to scare away the wolf, and then we could get that hide. Okay, well, we're gonna do a little bit of fishing here. Let's see. Let's use this pry bar. We don't really use it for anything else, so let's do it. Rather than using our hatchet, which we use quite often. Alright, so we are cleared that. Wolf and deer. So let's just do it for 2 hours. And I think we lost our... That sound sounded like we lost our line. So we're using our fishing tackle here. We lost one of them. Can hear that deer over there. I'm almost thinking to try to move that deer over into have him run towards that wolf. But... Okay, we'll try... How are we doing? It's getting a little cold. Let's try another 3 hours of fishing. See how we do. We got a lake fish. Still doing some fishing, so that's good. Looks like we're freezing now, though. We'll finish up. Smallmouth bass, that is pretty good, too. Another lake fish, that's good. And we're about done, and we are really cold. Hopefully we don't get hypothermia. We might need to build another fire when we get back. Okay, yeah, we are freezing. Let's see. Wolves between us and there. I don't see any. There's our dear friend. Alright, well, we'll head back to the camp office and warm up a little bit. It looks like we have plenty of food now, at least. I said that a couple episodes ago, though, and then we ran out of food, but getting a little bit more confident in this whole thing. And I do think over here, it looks like we could chop this if we needed some wood, maybe. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's a cedar limb. What would this... We got some cedar firewood, okay. Here are some wolves. We'll be heading inside. And I've contracted hypothermia, so that is unfortunate. Let's see, we need to remain above freezing for 24 hours. That means we're going to be hanging out inside for a while. It's unfortunate because right when we were getting here was when that happened. So that is why it's good that we have a stockpile of food. Let's go ahead, eat, and drink, and then we'll probably do a little bit of sleeping here. All right. So yeah, we are above freezing. How much daylight do we have left? 2 hours. Let's just sleep for an hour and see just kind of where we're at. Unfortunately, I think because of the hypothermia, our 61% isn't going to be going anywhere. Oh, it did go up to 63%. That's good. So I think we just have to sleep. I'm going to go ahead and sleep for about 5 hours. It's going to be really dark. And I don't think we can even go outside at this point either, though. Because if it said 24 hours stay above freezing, where if we walked outside, that would probably reset that. So let's check how we're doing. It's really dark. I'll drink, sleep another 5 hours till it's daylight. Sounds like it's pretty windy out there too. Should be getting... No? Let's go 2 more hours. I thought it'd be at least a little bit light, but it wasn't. Okay, so yeah, it is the morning. We'll need to probably do some eat some things. We could probably cook our fish if we wanted to. But it does look like we're out of time for this episode, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.